Merhabalar, ben Sercan. Welcome back to your Turkish journey. First of all, you should get familiar with the sounds of the letters of the Turkish alphabet. There are 29 letters. 8 of them are vowels, and the remaining 21 are consonants. Getting familiar with these sounds lays a strong foundation. And now, the real challenge many learners face: suffixes. There are a lot of them. Turkish is an agglutinative language. This leads to some interesting twists in pronunciation because Turkish prioritizes ease of pronunciation, especially when suffixes are attached one after another. This means we always try to keep the shape of our mouth in a certain way to pronounce the words more conveniently. This principle shows itself in all of these concepts when we attach suffixes. All of these grammatical concepts may appear in almost every word when you attach a suffix. This means when you derive any word or even when you are conjugating the verbs using suffixes. Because of that, you must get familiar with these concepts before learning anything else. And you can learn them very well during your journey as you practice. When you get familiar with them, this will prevent you from getting frustrated when you don't understand why certain things happen when you add suffixes. Vowel harmony focuses on how the vowel of the suffix changes. In two-way vowel harmony, the vowel of the suffix modifies in two ways. In four-way vowel harmony, the vowel of the suffix modifies in four ways. Also, keep in mind that some words do not follow vowel harmony. Consonant harmony focuses on two things: how the consonant at the end of a word may modify when a suffix that begins in a vowel is attached to it, and how the consonant at the beginning of a suffix may modify depending on the consonant at the end of the word it's attached to. Buffer letters focus on adding a consonant in between a word and a suffix. When the word ends in a vowel and its suffix begins in a vowel. Vowel mutation focuses on how certain sounds modify certain vowels. Vowel omission focuses on how certain suffixes cause the omission of certain vowels. Once you have wrapped your head around these concepts, it is time to dive into noun cases. Noun cases define the changes in the forms of the nouns with the addition of suffixes. As the name implies, the noun case suffixes are attached to the nouns. Here, you need to be careful. There are many types of nouns in Turkish. There are nouns like ev, araba, okul, but the adjectives can also be used as nouns, for example. There are nouns which are derived from verbs that are called verbal nouns, for example. Pronouns are also a form of nouns. So you can and you will see that the noun case suffixes are attached to those as well. After understanding how the noun cases work, you need to figure out how the basic sentences are formed in Turkish. I am pretty sure that everyone has already learned and seen that the typical word order in Turkish is subject, object, and the predicate. Yes, but this is only the typical and the most basic structure. You need to understand which part of the sentence comes after which part, and what happens when we change the order of the parts in the sentence. Yes, in Turkish, the word order is actually extremely flexible. And finally, you need to get familiar how the verbs are conjugated in Turkish. You will learn the tenses and when they are used along the way. Of course, when you are going through all of these concepts as fundamentals, you can learn how to greet people, how to make small talk, and so on. But these fundamentals, which I have just mentioned, will definitely help you to begin your journey more confidently and passionately. All of these concepts I have just mentioned and much more are available in my channel in detail. In addition, I have organized my videos for a step-by-step learning. I am leaving the links in the description to those playlists. If you have any questions at some point, you can always get in touch with me. I wish you a wonderful Turkish journey. See you in the next videos. Görüşmek üzere.